Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Sorry to interrupt you, Rick. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. On Christmas Day.
Waiting for that to happen.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Go on, carry on.
And then, I ended up matching up for what I had done the week before, not expecting it. And now I feel it a little bit in my legs. Not too bad though. The ham I made came out beautifully. The boiled vegetables, not as much. I've always done them in a slow cooker with some meat, but I did the ham in the oven. But that marinade, oh man, when I was slicing through it, you can see the little pockets of marinade inside of it. And but yeah, for the boiled dinner, I did it in the Instant Pot, and I wasn't quite sure how long to do it with that, so I had it on slow cook for a little while. Then I figured I would speed it up at the end, and I asked Heidi, I was like, "Do you think there's such thing as overdoing a boiled dinner?" And she said, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, I don't think I've ever had one, so." But there's a way. It does become just mush eventually.
And if there is a way, Rick will find it.
Yeah, I found it.
Thanks to the right on one.
They work amazingly well. Because I slow cooked for about an hour, and then I did about 30 minutes on stew, and yeah, that made up for, I would guess, probably about 10 hours of slow cooking.
Hey there, Owen.
Hey, George.
Merry Christmas, my friend. Have we had the King's speech yet? Need to go and find that. Or is that later? No, that's later, isn't it?
Are you even supposed to view that anymore?
Those?
I thought you made some sort of an oath this summer.
Didn't stop me watching it.
Yes, he probably has some really exciting stuff to say.
Well, he says dog walked, breakfast had.
Nice.
Did you have your breakfast before you walked the dog? Or after? Because technically, if you had it before, then the breakfast was walked as well.
This morning we'll be having some bacon buddies. How about that? I just said it.
Then butties. You've got to pronounce the T. It's butty.
I did. I just made it a D sound.
I know. You make it sound like bacon's your best friend.
Well,
I got some. I picked some turkey bacon up yesterday, so I can have bacon
nice.
butties as well.
You know what? I actually like. I think I actually might like turkey bacon better than regular bacon. Cooks a lot cleaner. I like that. But yet I still continue to get regular bacon.
I haven't had regular bacon in a long, long time. 25 years?
Yeah.
So a friend of mine the other day posted an image that at 93 years old, Clint Eastwood had passed away. That guy's got more lives than a cat. I mean, he passed away in 2017, 2019, 2022, and twice in 2023.
That whole situation over here.
I sent her a private message and said as much, and her response was, "Wow, that's sick. There's someone to do that."
All right, I sent you a picture of this. Should someone own to? So I just I've been keeping from putting my bottles in my bottle holders because the condensation's been dripping down, and I think it's been making the bottom bracket sound. And so so I just went and reached down for my my bottle, grabbed one, that went fine. Second one I went to grab, it slipped out of my hand just right and then wedged in between the frame and my pedal, which then squeezed it and just I just heard a ton of water go flying backwards.
It has a water feature.
That's what that is. I thought it exploded for a moment the way it sounded.
Your windscreen needed a wash.
Oh, it got a wash, all right. And it slightly smells like strawberry lemonade. So all the things we got Lily, she seemed to be very excited about. The only problem is now we have more of her stuff here to find a place for until she comes over once every 2 weeks or so.
So how many of her toys were noisy toys?
We got one keyboard that goes on the ground that you can walk on and play. That's pretty noisy. Then the other one is it's like a big inflatable football target, and comes with two of the footballs, and like each has 3 holes that have nets in it. So you try to throw it into the hole, then you can tackle it afterwards. And so she loves that one. She just requires that I play it with her all the time. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. That one took forever to blow up. And they did not make it easy. If it has a one-way valve on, then it's almost impossible to blow into. And if it doesn't have the one-way valve on, I mean, you're only good for so far. So I need to go find a pump that'll fit to that. And if I don't deflate it, it takes up so much room. It's like having an extra person in the house is try to figure out where they're going to be. Bigger than Lily. Grace is at that age now, finally, where all of her toys, or all of the stuff she gets, is a lot smaller. So that's good.
Yeah. But the size of things is inversely proportional to how much it costs.
Yeah. They definitely cost more now.
What's not gone well, Owen? What have you done?
You talking about the water bottle?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, his green screen needed a wash. Strawberry flavoured water. Yeah. Well, I guess he was just trying to see if it was going to grow.
You know what? I might skip this workout and do something a little more blue zone. I think I'm feeling it a little bit in my legs today. I didn't think I worked that hard yesterday, but apparently I am wrong. That.
We all know you're not wrong very often.
It's already pretty big. This green screen is Heidi doesn't want it any bigger, considering it's right in the corner of our living room. The best part though is having people over like yesterday and having anybody who's not used to it being like, now what's going on over here? What is this whole situation?
It says he knocked out 45 kilometers with Maria yesterday. You're doing the Rapid 500 as well, are you, Owen? Yeah, I reckon I got in excess of 100 kilometers in yesterday. You got 130. How many did you get, Rick?
I think it's 125.
Yeah. I was tempted to go for 100 miles. My legs. I was saying, you know, when I looked earlier, Nathan Gerrie was on at 200 kilometers. Where he is now.
That is true, Owen. I live my life by meaningless digital carrots. At least in the morning I do. But then I spend a couple portions of my day thinking about the next one. And then I go to bed early just to get up and chase meaningless digital carrots.
Hey there, Isaac. Merry Christmas for liking the stream.
Yeah, I'm happy I do as much cycling as I do, because
Hey there,
I'm
Isaac.
getting ready to take the firefighter test in like 3 weeks. Well, a little more. So I need to add in other workouts, but I'm happy I at least have the cardio part taken care of. I just don't have the carrying around lots of weight while doing cardio stuff part worked out yet.
Uh-oh. Grammar
Hey,
police are going to be on you on.
Yeah, there's been some strange flus going around here. There's been, there's one my stepmom said she had that it wasn't COVID and it wasn't testing for anything. So they just said, looks like you have a bad flu.
Where did she flew? Where did she flew to?
Well, she was fluing in Florida then, but then she flew up here. But I think the flu's done. So she flew up from Florida on one of the last days of the power outage.
With the flu?
Not with the flu.
Okay.
This was post-flu flying. Yeah. We
Post-
flew
flu
post-flu. Yeah. And then, but when she got here, that was the day where it was in the teens and overnight and no power. So she got into the house and she said that it was only better in the house because the wind wasn't blowing. But other than that, she could see her breath. And she was like, okay, this isn't going to work. And she was about to go get a hotel room because she still had to do Christmas shopping and all that type of stuff. But then the power came back on. She pretty much just had to go. She went shopping for a little bit, came back, and it was on. But that's rough. I know I came back from Florida in May, and because it was 70 degrees here, I was cold and miserable.
You call them miserable anyway.
I could only...
Anyone who watches this stream regularly will attest to that. Hey, Owen.
Keep me anywhere in one place too long, and I'll be cold and miserable in no time.
Oh my. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Ray. Bah humbug.
If I spend too much time at Disney World in July, I will get cold and miserable in no time. In the happiest place on earth. So it is dubbed. This is much better. My last workout was starting to work its way up into the 220s, and I was like, yeah, no. It was calling for 10 minutes at 260 at one point. And I was like, yeah, not today.
Can I build a workout on the companion app? I wonder.
Oh, is that a thing now?
When you were right on the
I feel like it's...
make sure. Now I've got it.
Gotta do the quick draw. Oh, I missed it. Did you get one?
No, I didn't. Aye.
Okay, try again. Here we go. Sometimes it gives me a second. Whoa, there we go. Did I get it?
There we go.
Yeah.
Just in case I missed you, I can press Z on my display and give you one back, but I got you one out.
Yeah. Now I want to get a Zwift Play controller. I'm not gonna though, but I want it. I just want you to know that I want to. Especially because pretty soon here it's going to be me just hoping I stay in everybody's draft when they're just swerving all around the course.
Can't cross. Well, I guess I have crossed the white line. I'm riding on it. I wonder what happens if I put the brakes on while I'm pedaling in a meetup that's got Keep Together turned on. Nothing. Nothing.
If you hit the front brake, you don't go over the handlebars either with the front brake, do you?
No.
One thing I always find interesting in the tour races is like how it almost seems like in at least one tour at least one race every tour, there's someone that goes over their handlebars because of an abrupt stop in front of them, which I've never done, unless if I hit something. I've never hit my front brake more than my back, which means one of two things. Either I'm doing it wrong or they're doing it wrong. I don't know. Which I would imagine they're the pros. There's a third one?
Yeah. Yeah, you're chicken.
That's the best way. The best way to come to a complete stop is send yourself over your handlebar. You're guaranteed to stop.
I remember riding across the Pestle Bridge here in Nina early one morning, and there's a dog leg across it, partway across it, and it's a segment. So I was hammering it, I was booking it. The wind was in the right direction. Come to this dog leg, you know, I'm taking the fastest line I possibly can through this dog leg. And right across the other side, I just come to a guy that stood there, not doing anything, he just stood there in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah.
As I slam the anchors on, and how's this for reactions? I feel the rear wheel lifting off the ground. So I ease off the front.
Nice. Yeah. And that's the thing. I guess if they're like jamming on, but usually whenever I jam, I tend to jam with the rear brake. And I don't know, maybe a little front. I've never gone over yet. But I also tend to favor the rear brake because my front brake makes so much noise. Can't get it to stop.
Yeah, but it's not as efficient as stopping you, because when you brake, all your weight shifts to that front wheel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I'm braking, I do still use the front, especially after when I realized just how much more worn my rear brake was than my front. But usually I'm on the edge of that point where it's just like, where it's squawking really loud and everybody's turning around looking at me, trying to see what model Huffy I have.
Now, the only Huffy thing is the thing sat on the seat. Rick's got to stop riding with me one of these days.
Sometimes I get huffy. But yeah. But ever since I got my brakes changed, I have been trying to use the front more, hoping too that maybe it'll kick it out, because I've done everything. I've done the alcohol. I've done, well, maybe not everything, but I've done what's easy enough. Mainly just the alcohol.
I didn't find alcohol as good as brake cleaner, not brake cleaner, carb cleaner. When I was cleaning the rims on my my carbon wheel set.
Well, these are disc brakes too.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Oh, okay. But I'm hoping once I get these pads changed out, then it will stop making all that noise.
I've already told you, WD-40, that'll fix it. Won't make an ounce of sound.
That's all you have to do.
Of sound? I didn't know you could measure sound in ounces. But
not even 10 bells.
No. but what are we referencing the decibels to?
The sound.
No, decibels are a ratio.
It's totally different. So decibels and decibels are two totally different things.
No, it's a ratio though. Got to have something to reference it to.
10 bells.
Okay.
So how do they normally do like the sound then, where they say, you know, a jet engine is, you know, whatever, 120 decibels?
It's referenced to the quietest thing that the human ear can hear.
Oh, okay. So with WD-40 on your brake, on your disc, it would be, would you say it's negative 10 decibels?
No, I would
It's quieter than the quietest thing you can ever hear.
Well, it's going to pale into insignificance because Rick on the bike is going to be screaming because he can't stop.
So wouldn't it? Well, there is that part.
Get out of my way!
Can you get carbon hot enough to start sending sparks?
Absolutely. Watch a Formula One Rick.
I'll have no carbon soul left. Just digging the heels right in. So on Facebook this morning, I saw a post. I'm not. Yeah, I saw a local post. But I'm not quite sure what exactly even happened. But reading through the comments, it's actually what made me a little late this morning. Reading through the comments. So anyway, started out with there was a shooting on Broadway, really, like out near where Grace's high school is, and that apparently there was police presence there, and then there was what sounded like a magazine unloaded, and then comments started chiming in about apparently there was a deer that had been hit on that road, which that road's not fast enough to really kill a deer. So then it switched over to, yeah, so then people are still talking about, we're still commenting about, that's horrible on Christmas Eve. I hope the officers are safe. I hope, you know, everybody's safe, whatever. So then I'm like, well, maybe there was a police shooting. But then there's still people saying that they saw that there was a deer on the ground. But then they're mad because they don't know why.
Maybe the deer had a gun.
They unloaded it. Yeah. Well,
and it wanted a bit of retribution for all his buddies.
And then, well, they should know better. There's no discharging firearms in city limits.
Well, deer can't read.
But then there were people who were mad because why would there need to be that many shots taken at a deer if it was being dispatched after being hit by a car? Which then, I don't know. I was like, what are we complaining about? Are we complaining about our tax dollars being shot into the deer, or are we talking about the poor dead deer? How dare it have that many bullets put into it? I don't know.
Oh dear.
It was very confusing. Oh dear. It was a fun Facebook post.
Yeah, aren't they all?
I mean, probably shouldn't even talk about because I don't even know enough about what even happened.
So, one of the groups that I'm in has a post from a guy. He's taken a photograph of the back of the bed of a truck, and asked what kind of antenna it was. One of the first comments was a guy who flipped the image left to right in his comment to the original post, saying, chastising the guy who posted the photograph originally for being yet another person who's got left to right flipped on his image, and here you go. I've straightened it out for you. So then the next comment to that was, but it's the right way around. And the guy who swapped it round said, no, it wasn't. Look at the sticker in the window. And sure enough, I mean, there was writing in the window, and it was obviously the wrong way around in the original post's image, and the right way around in the guy that commented. Then the comment went, well, I chimed in as well, because I'd realised that the guy that had flipped the image around was arguing with the person who had posted the original image. And one of his comments had said, well, you might want to check with the person who posted this first of all, because he hadn't looked at the names, obviously. So, and he was starting to, it was starting to go pretty negative. And the commenter said, and are you and listen, and people fought. So I commented and I said, so yeah, you're arguing with the original poster, who I would think would know whether it was the right way around or wrong way around. And by the way, are you planning to vote? And then a few minutes later, the original poster commented and said, yeah, that the sticker in quotes is the wrong way around in the window of the truck, because it's a reflection of the side of my vehicle.
Yeah.
He gave the guy that was arguing gave up at that point. Realised people were ganging up on him. Cut his losses.
Yeah, I was just looking for a news article about the deer shooting, which I'm assuming it was. There's nothing. Apparently, see, that would make a perfect Bangalore main story. Like, forget actually reporting on any crime that happens. Dude, do deer shootings. That's what people are looking for around here. A city in the middle of the woods. Deer everywhere.
I went shopping in Costco yesterday, and there in one of the refrigerators was Maine lobster.
Oh, nice.
Made me think of you.
Probably came from New Brunswick. No.
Well,
Probably from Nova Scotia. No, it's... Yeah. Maine lobster. That's good. I spent most of my life not liking lobster.
I've never eaten
It
it.
was actually a recent thing. They are kind of like the pigs of the sea. They just go around eating whatever they can find.
Yep.
It's good, but I just don't like lobster for the fact of that. I feel like with the amount of calories you take in while eating it, you're burning them by just getting it apart. Now, if I go somewhere and treat myself to like a surf and turf, that's a perfect meal. But if I'm just eating lobster at a lobster feed or something, I just never get full. Or I can feel like I'm full and then be hungry shortly thereafter. It's definitely not enough sustenance. Plus, it's the biggest ripoff. It's essentially like buying steak with a massive bone. It's just like you're buying, especially if you get hard shell, you're just buying shell with a little bit of meat on the inside. So anyway, yeah, buy Maine lobster. I'm here from the Maine Lobster Promotions Board. lobster used to be, as far as I know, lobster used to be Maine's biggest, I guess you could say, cash crop. But now it's marijuana.
I think that book's a bit long.
I think the fishing has been getting a little slow.
I just created a 1 hour long
Kinda...
block and I shouldn't have done. I should have made it 30 minutes. Oh well. I want my XP.
Yes. I'm planning on going until I'm given the look. I shouldn't say that loud though, or else I'll get the look. My goal is to get to 70 today, which actually, yeah, I will after this block, I bet, because this is a very long one. Almost all of this workout is in one block.
I don't get power-ups now.
Ooh, I know what one of my gifts is today. I'm getting a, I can't remember what the name of it was. It was kind of, oh, I think it's a snow gel, they call it. It's like one of those
we can talk about on the stream.
Oh yeah. It's one of those big snow broom type things with a scraper on the other end. I picked that out because last time I went to scrape off my windshield, the scraper end of the brush was broken off. I don't know what happened, but somehow it snapped.
The last time you went to scrape the global warming off your windshield, you couldn't.
Yes, I could not. Luckily, Heidi was still here, so I grabbed hers, but it's little things like that I never think of, because I'm always just going straight to where I'm going. And to make a trip just for a scraper seems nonsensical. I could use anything, but if I have a scraper, it's a lot better. So while we were out Christmas shopping, I was like, ooh, here's a gift for them. Which is actually, it's the gift I've been looking for, because my truck, when my brother gave it to me, it was lifted quite a bit. And when it snows a lot, you practically have to climb the thing just to get all the snow off of it. And around here, there is a law that you have to clear off the top of your vehicle. And so this broom should make it a lot easier.
Morning, right on. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. But yeah, and it's one of those foam brooms, so you can push the snow so that you're not just pulling it all over yourself. For those days when there's a foot of snow or something.
I'm going to have another go. And Cangill. How was that? Was that close?
Did you
Repeat
just
after me, Rick. Make a jail, Jalnagar.
Whoa, wait, what? Make the jail. John Lagar.
Oh dear. Put the bias on this a bit.
Yeah, I don't do very well at speaking other languages with my lazy American accent. Can't even say bacon buddies right. See, I just did it again.
I know, right?
But that's how I say it. Like when hey, pass me the butter. Hey.
What do you call the thing that you're sitting on right now? No, not saddle. The bit in you, a bit of you.
My bud? No, well, that's a butt. But it's still even. I don't know. I don't do the T, butt. I don't do that. Still a butt. If someone was writing down what I'm saying, they might say, I just said BA. It's a butt.
It's always recovery riding until it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a pretty good ride yesterday. I did some sweeping. So I was gonna do a nice little tempo workout today, but then my legs were like, nah, it's a holiday. So now zone 2 it is. I'm happy with this decision.
Yeah. 130 kilometers in yesterday. So we need to average 52 kilometers a day for the rest of the week for us to get to 500 kilometers for the, let's say 500.
Yeah, yesterday I tried to recover properly. We had lots of hors d'oeuvres going on but we didn't eat any lunch. It was just all that until the ham was ready at about 5. And then once football started, I opened a beer and I had a couple boozy eggnogs, which I think contributed to my legs not bouncing back as well today. Other than that, my vitals are showing that I'm doing fine, but my legs are saying,
The workout that I created because I wasn't getting EXP there.
Well, you will at the end, right?
I don't know. I created it for too long anyway, so we'll bail on that idea. You see that guy? He almost took me out.
Yeah, I was close. Luckily, you can swerve now.
I know, right?
Oh my. Well, look at this hill. 3 miles per hour. Is this even possible?
I'm slower and we fall over.
I think this would be one of those hills where you have to do at least 220 up just to keep from creating an issue.
I'm going to see how much shorter I can make this lap. Yeah. Cutting the corners as much as I can.
Well, this isn't really the best testing ground. We'll stick together.
You'll sit together, but I can still steer. Right now, we're roughly, I'm roughly 2 kilometers ahead of you, distance-wise. Within 100 meters, we'll see what we can do by the end of the ride. if I can remember to steer without falling off my rollers.
Yeah, don't actually steer. If you hit both buttons at once, do you do a wheelie?
No.
See, I want a Santa hat and I want a wheelie function. Or at least a bunny hop. That'd be good. Both buttons together give you a bunny hop. And how is the electronic shifting set up in that anyway? Is it a SRAM or Shimano?
That whichever you wanted.
I wonder if, well, it just goes by numbers, doesn't it? It's just,
I don't know. I can do it.
you just go up 1 through whatever. But if you, yeah, so there's no big ring or small ring. It's just 1 through 24 or whatever it may be.
I'm not on a smart trainer, so
1
it
through
doesn't matter.
31. Or would it be 1 through 33?
Taking no notice of me now.
Nope. Although my bike, yeah, never mind, 24. There we go. That's the right number. We're not in 3 rings anymore. I wasn't even a cyclist back when there were three rings. What am I? Why am I even trying to multiply by 3?
There wasn't batteries lost on these things.
They just plug in with a USB-C.
Yep. You can plug them in while you're using them, but that would mean I'd have a USB cable dangling across my front wheel.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
Be fine for me. In fact, I have a USB-C right here that would fit perfect. Actually, I gotta plug in my headphones. Ooh. Got a little saddle fatigue from yesterday. So these are
desde el momento en que te conocí, sentí algo que nunca antes sentí. Contigo lo tengo todo, reina de mi castillo eres tú. Yeah. Me levantaste cuando estaba en el suelo, tuviste fe cuando nadie en mí creía. Bebé, tú eres la mujer maravilla, prometo ser tu Superman por toda tu vida. Tu sonrisa me inspira, cuando me tocas todo se me olvida. Tus labios me sanan las heridas, dueña de mi corazón.
You know what, saddle? With the saddle. Dude, what did I say? Wow, how am I forgetting already? The saddle, what is it? Saddle fatigue. There we go. Saddle fatigue is what they used to call it, but now they call it PTSD. It's posterior stress disorder.
Or they just call it numbnuts.
Or maybe it's PSD. Here we are trying to get miles in, and we're doing this hilly course.
All right. Whose idea was this?
It's all right. It's a holiday. I've got time, I think.
We can,
Oh. I'm hoping I have until 8. That'd be cool.
once the meetup's done, we can switch to a this partner if we want.
Yeah. And we can wish everybody a happy Christmas. Another holiday. A Merry Monday, even we could give them. If that's their holiday.
And Monday, miss.
Merry Monday, miss. Yeah, yesterday I did my final. Well, actually, if you had a Merry Mondayness, would it also be? Does that mean you would get visited by Old Saint New Order?
I don't know. He could get visited by Pope Geldof, but he didn't like Mondays.
Saint Bob?
Saint Bob.
But yeah, yesterday I tried to fix the vacuum cleaner. No go. There was a lot of hair wedged in that middle part there, but definitely seems like a motor issue. And I spun it. It's still spinning the motor, so it's not like a belt issue. And then I didn't go any further.
I've got my t-shirt. My
Yeah.
t-shirt arrived. So I have a t-shirt now that says, if Andy can't fix it, we're all screwed.
Are you saying you want to try to fix my power head?
Hey, no one can fix your head, Rick.
Many have tried, none have succeeded. My parents were like, "Oh dear, what's this?" Well, let's just feed him until he turns 18, and then we'll send him on his way. Let's see, one more after this. And then I finally get my squirrel hat, which I think is my second favorite hat to a Santa hat at this moment, because it's been shown off enough that it feels like a cool trophy to have once you get to 70. I mean, it's a ridiculous looking hat, but it is a trophy. So at which point, if you turn too much from one side to the other, do you believe that you start losing time because of all your turning?
I don't know, I'm trying to make the turns as fairly gentle, so I don't incur extra distance because of that.
tomorrow I'm going to go to Home Depot and buy a 50-pound bag of sand, put in a backpack to haul around with me while I do workouts to get ready for the firefighter test. Which then I was thinking, should I wear it on the bike? But I don't really know what that would help. I don't know if it counts if you just sit and wear a 50-pound weight. Maybe it would do something. Make my back have to be straighter. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it though, because it's going to force me to do all of my upper body strengthening exercises that I've been putting off for the last few months.
Slice through that runner then.
Yo.
Where we're going in. Part of me feels like I should have forced myself through that tempo workout, and I would have felt good eventually. But man, this is nice. I did start to feel tired a little early yesterday. Today, we go to my brother's house later in the day, and we do our third annual try to catch a fish out of his pond thing. We came up with it, well, 3 years ago, and he had just stocked his pond. Can't remember if it was that summer or the summer before. Is this like apple plopping?
But kinda, yeah.
There you go. There's a new idea for you. Got to catch it in your teeth.
So pretty much, this, he ended up putting. What did
I
he
want a
put
video
in?
of this.
I think he put trout in, and so the first year we did it, we went out there and we caught a few, and they were good. What you would expect in a pond. I mean, it's an okay sized pond, and it's fed, so it's constantly having water. But then last year we went out there, cut a hole in the ice, and had his dad out there with a fishing pole. And my brother, he likes to be in control of the situation. So he's like, record this. So I'm just sitting there recording for an extremely long time.
Is alcohol involved?
No, he doesn't drink.
What?
I might have had a beer. Yeah, no, he does these things completely sober. Listen to me. He's quite a guy. He's the kind of guy that would swim in the ocean when it's very, very cold. When there's snow on the beach, he will jump in the ocean sober, and he'll jump off cliffs and all that stuff. But whereas I don't know at which level of usually what would happen to me is I would be like, well, I'd have to be drunk first. But then once I had some drinks, I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna relax. There's no need to go get wet and do crazy stuff. I'm just gonna sit there. But last year we spent, if you ask me, way too much time out there waiting for a fish. That never came.
All right,
I'm
Isaac.
guessing we're gonna have to.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Much appreciated, my friend. Have a good Christmas with your family.
Have a good
See you
dinner.
again soon.
But yeah, so I'm guessing that this year, unless if he stocked it last year, which I don't think he did, we might be in the same boat. I mean, it's a good idea, but I think you have to keep it stocked. Or else you're just freezing outside with a hook in the ground or in a hole in the water, just standing around watching it with no alcohol. But this year it might actually not be frozen, so there is that part. So everything was just starting to freeze up. We had 1 week of Arctic blast, and then the warmth came and storms and all kinds of rain and stuff. So pretty sure we're back to fall as far as frozen ponds and lakes go.
Well, I guess I'm doing a little bit better on steering on this now. I haven't almost fallen off yet.
Right. Yeah, you have to go into video game mode. It's just tough when you're pedaling to just separate your body from what you're doing
Yeah, 3-pack brush was
with your hands.
hard.
That's the thing. Some say, like, if you play a video game and you're trying to recover, you don't get as good of recovery because you're not relaxing your mind. But I don't know. If I play a video game, my body just doesn't do anything. Sometimes it's best to be in a leaning position against something so that I don't end up making my back hurt. It's like a physically comatose state. Just my thumbs.
Well, hang on a second. Isn't being in the coma a mental state?
No. Not if it's a physical coma. You see? How many people? I won't be able to keep Zwift, that companion app, open long enough to see how many people are on Zwift right now. 14,275.
Well, there's less on.
That's it.
Yorkshire now than there was when I started. There's 77
Yeah.
others, and there's 60 now.
And usually, I feel like the numbers would be on any given Monday would be higher, like 30,000 at this time. Maybe that's why Zwift doesn't make the Santa hat, because they don't want to encourage Christmas because the numbers drop.
Ah, humbug.
Bah humbug. Christmas is putting a hit on the profits. Actually, they might be saving money now with server space, huh? Or with they still have to work, don't they?
Servers do, yes.
They don't get to take a break if they're not being used at that moment.
Really? I don't know. I don't know what
Well,
the dynamically sized stuff in this year AWS has.
Sometimes when my stepdaughter and her friends spend the night on the couch, they always complain about that. I get up so early and start pedaling. But so far, I think the steady sound of the pedaling makes everybody fall asleep.
You see that guy coming in the opposite direction then? He was right in the middle of the road like me.
You guys almost hit each other?
Oh, it would have been head on, yeah.
But Heidi was sitting on the couch watching TV when I started, and now she's kind of asleep. She just tossed and turned a little bit. Three minutes left of this. Oh, and our meetup is almost over too, huh?
Nature has in.
Shorted a little bit of hydration. Sacrifice to the green screen. That's all right.
Hey, Owen, maybe Rick's green screen's called Cassandra. Moisturize me. Owen will get that.
Lily got her keyboard mat I went out into the kitchen and Grace went out there and she was like, I kind of want one of those. It's like, well, it will be here, so go ahead. But she did play something on it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. She used to take piano when she could barely reach the keys. She would be at like, her eyes would be just barely above the keys. And she did that until she was maybe 8 or something. Then she got into violin just long enough for us to buy her a violin, and then she didn't want to do violin anymore. Luckily, we did start out with a starter violin.
Well finished.
There. Are you still in the meetup?
No. No, meetup finished 4 minutes ago.
Oh, it's still showing me in the meetup. It's like it's giving me the full time. Yeah, I'm still in it. That's weird. I thought it was.
I don't think you are, because you can pull away from me and I can pull away from you. I think it's just making you think it is.
Yeah, maybe. Texas still has well, it's at 0 seconds at the top, but it's been there for a while. And it still has the meetup button. Right on the edge.
Can't hear you.
I'm almost to 70. I have maybe 2 more miles so left. Squirrel hat, here I come. Still wearing these goofy shoes. With the microorganisms all over them.
He's got quite big feet, hasn't he? The chain.
Swift is kind of automatically moving me into your draft, but not really.
How about that?
If that was real life, I would have had my hands on the brakes. Like, okay, I don't know what he's doing, but he might go down.
That was a little scary, actually. I'm honest. I think using them during a race is going to be downside easier than what I just did there. That was a slalom.
A slalom where you were just a millisecond late on every turn. I'm hitting the apex. Yeah, that's the ticket.
All right, on Shane. Merry Christmas, my friend, if you're out there.
Ooh, one more.
One more what?
Once I finish this mile, I'm pretty sure I'll be level 70 wearing a squirrel hat. Tenth of a mile. Oh, never mind. The level 70 kit. When did you get the squirrel hat? Kit. Yippee-ki-yay. Wow, I'm going slower already. Yeah, I haven't looked at where you get the squirrel hat yet, so I want to be surprised. Probably level 100 or something. Now the ODZ women's and men's kit are separated. They used
What do you
to be
mean?
next to each other.
Oh,
They used to be side by side, but now they're separated by a few rows. I thought I had lost it for a moment.
I've got 40k, so I'm going to go and head to a test partner for a little bit more. Going up that hill again.
I'm gonna get to 24 and then switch over.
Streaky. 4-week streak. Alright, who've we got doing what? Dell on Volcano Circuit's doing 33 kilometers an hour. I'm going with Miguel, I think.
Looks like they've switched the streak out so that it's every Monday now, instead of whenever you got the update. Careful here. Just mirrors Miguel extremely slow today.
Yeah, lagging behind here. I didn't use a coffee break. Coffee stopped doing that, right? Never one. Can't hear you back there.
Oh, then I would have gotten the 25. Maybe if I would have used the coffee break and then switched over.
Well, if we do 20 kilometers with Miguel here, I just gave Miguel a ride on. We do 20 kilometers with him. It's not going to be an hour. It's going to be about 40 minutes, which will take you to your 8 o'clock, and we're 10 kilometers in hand.
Which is not the official time, but it's the guess time. It's the guessing, maybe. I haven't seen any stirring.
Oh, look, I did 30 kilometers. Be at 200 kilometers already.
Did find out this week I'm not going to races on the same cheer practice schedule as last time, where it starts at the time that school normally would start. But her friend that she was getting some rides with last time is back home in South Carolina for the holidays. So, not going to have a whole bunch of time. Stepmom did say she was going to take her a couple times. Hoping to do the PRL this week.
Yeah?
That shouldn't take too long. It's like, I think like, what, 2 hours or something?
The TRL full?
Maybe a little
Or the
over
half?
2 hours. Half.
Okay. Yeah, 2 hours for the TRL full. No.
No.
No, I think it'd be a bit longer than that. When I did it, I was doing 29, 30-minute laps. And TRL half 6 laps, isn't it?
Maybe. I know it's like 40 something miles.
Come on, Miguel. Catch up. Yes, I know. You're trying to let him catch up. How many laps of this we're going to
25.
get? I've already got that badge.
Same. See, and that's right there. That's where, because that seemed like a pretty fast lap right there. But this is where we joined.
Yep.
And then it makes you think, oh, 25, that's nothing.
I know, right? I decided to do it one morning and I got I completely miscalculated it.
Very sneaky badge. At least with the PRL, it's like you could tell that's going to be a long one. With this one, it's unless if you stop and break it down and actually look at it, it seems easy enough. That was 100K of riding, wasn't it?
Oh, the 25 laps.
Yeah,
Something like that.
was it? Oh, we just did, I think it was like 2.5 miles. Yeah, I thought it was 3 something though for this lap, for this circle. You're also supposed to be going the other way, right?
Doesn't
Or
matter.
does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Maybe I should have gone. Maybe I should have gone this way. Seems faster. That was one of those typical days when you set out to do a challenge and you get into it not too far and you're like, wow, I don't even want to do this today. That's when you know it's going to be really good.
Morning,
Morning,
boys.
Morning.
Hey there, Eric.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Guys, how's it going?
Good yourself?
Oh, not too bad. Just woke up. I guess I was too excited for Santa. Figured I better do a ride before everybody else is up.
I could have given you a wake-up call. You know, I got
What are you
40k
guys
and
up
we're just, well, we've just done 40k with in a meetup, and now we're riding with Miguel to get a few extra. Get our kilometers in for the festive
Nice.
500.
I'm trying to see
Nice.
how far I can go before there's movement.
Were there's kids screaming?
Yeah. Well, I'll start getting looked at.
Start getting the stink eye?
I have a
Right.
teenager and a wife, and they'll both be looking at me like, come on, let's go.
What are you doing? Well, my folks are coming over from their house, and they said they're not going to be here until 8, so I got several hours.
Nice.
What's for Christmas dinner today?
Oh, let's see. What is for Christmas dinner? Actually, we're going easy. We're doing like a big potato bar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, our big dinner was last night with my wife's whole family over at some relatives. Huge dinner.
Yeah.
We had everything. So we're gonna open presents. We're gonna go watch some movie later, and then we're just having a chill potato bar for whoever. I think her sister's gonna come over.
When I get
Yeah, we had
finished
our
up
big
here,
meal
I'm going to go and
yesterday.
put 2-pound steak in the slow cooker.
Nice.
I thought we'd have leftovers from yesterday. We had a big 10-pound ham, and it was all gone.
It's ham. It's like candy.
Yeah. I even, for the first time ever, I took it and it was a shank, and I injected it with bourbon brown sugar marinade.
Oh,
There was like 4 cups of that I injected in there. And as you were cutting it, you could see like little pockets of marinade that had just been in there, just hanging out. Very
that's
flavorful.
awesome. Sounds
Your
like the
hams
turkey I
gets
did.
So a guy's just said, "Hi, my name is Hans. I'm riding with Miguel here." I've just said, "Don't go to Nakatomi Plaza today, Hans."
Miguel sounds too fast. I'm just barely getting back on the ball again here.
I
So
was just complaining that Miguel was too slow.
I don't know what Miguel is. Miguel's too slow? What's the speed of Miguel?
Miguel's 1.8.
Oh, I can do 1.8. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we figured as well. So I'm trying out some Swift Play controllers at the moment. And I went on Repack Rush night before last, and I almost fell off my rollers multiple times.
You probably are not their test case. Like, oh yeah, people will be using these on rollers. Yeah. I think that a lot of the time, actually, with you doing races and such, I don't know how you're doing that.
I don't know how I'm doing it sometimes.
I have fallen off of rollers many times, but it was mostly before Zwift. I kind of stopped right. Well, they're just sitting right in the corner over there. But I had several skid tracks on my carpet from falling off those things. And that's not try and repack rush while doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think my favorite DRL race, I've got a couple. I like the last TPT that we did last week. And Muckle Yin. I watched Owen race earlier in the day, and I saw where he used his steamroller on the Sker North climb. And I'm thinking, that's the perfect place right there. Because he used it just as it came out of a climb and it started to flatten out a little bit before another climb. And it just propelled him forward. And everybody else had used theirs at the start of the climb. Well, the same thing happened on our race. So I hit mine at the same place, and it took me all the way to the end of the gravel. And at the flat bit, it just popped me out the front of the group. I'm thinking, right, okay, off we go. FAL, FTS, let's have a go.
Yeah, nice.
How I stayed upright and on my rollers, I don't know. Greg was there encouraging me. If it hadn't been for Greg, I'd have given up. But there was someone trying to catch me. I was just thinking, right, okay, 3 second gap, keep that gap, come on.
Go.
But yeah,
it's a little bit different when you know everybody's watching and somebody's yelling at you. And
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
nice job.
Yeah, made for some exciting live stream.
Yeah, bet.
That's good.
Yeah, people on the edge of the seats. Will Andy fall off his rollers or not?
Yeah, you're definitely at that point where it's like anything could happen right now.
Well, last week Brett proved that you don't have to be on rollers to fall over.
Yeah.
Did Greg fall over?
Brett's bike came out of his trainer.
Oh, Brett did?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like, unhooked?
It came
How
out.
does that happen?
He went down.
Whoa.
With 3.5K to go. We were like 30 seconds. We had 30 seconds in hand. It's a TTT on the CRL. We had 30 seconds in hand. We caught up, probably more actually. We caught up to the first place team. We were 14 seconds behind them coming into the finish. And went down. Oh, he quickly got back on his bike. No damage to him or his bike. Got back on, put him back in the trainer and sprinted to catch us up. We only lost 10 seconds. We still finished in first place. And took the lead for that the lead.
I'm still trying to picture what the heck happened. How did he pull that off? How does your bike fall off a trainer?
Well, I'll send you a link after. It's
Wow.
out there on YouTube.
He did say something about probably time to get a new trainer. So I don't know if it broke or what happened. Somehow
Something must be.
Somehow it
Wow.
came off, but he was able to get it back on extremely quickly. to
Yeah.
finish it out.
So, like it's happened before.
Yeah. So I would imagine
It
if mine
must
came
not-
out, it would take a
Must
while.
not be a through axle.
No, it's
Must
not.
be normal. Yeah. Crazy.
There we go. With 10 kilometers in, I've got 180k into Infested 500 now. How much more do I do?
Nice.
I was just looking at mine. I'm 164, but then I have 6 miles. This whole kilometer conversion thing is, I don't know, it's tough.
I'm only going to be like 5 kilometers more than you because you got 125 yesterday. I got 130.
So whenever
So
you
is it the
stop for 3 more
24th
miles,
Yeah.
through the end of the month?
Yep. 24th, 31st. So after the 130k yesterday. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I'd just written this off. I was not planning on it. And then even on my ride on Saturday, Andy Jenner and some of the other guys were like, oh, you should try. I'm leaving. My family's going on a cruise on the 29th. That's Friday. We're flying out. And I didn't ride yesterday. So I guess it's still possible.
Last year, I decided to do it with only 2 days left.
Oh, okay. It's very much possible then.
I mean, I got some kilometers in through that time, and they counted. So
Right.
so cruises don't have Zwift setups yet, huh?
I actually looked it up to see what they had on the boat.
Yeah.
They have 4 of those Peloton bikes, and then they've got a whole bunch of the regular spin bikes. So I guess I don't have power pedals. I guess if I stole someone's pedals around here, threaded them in, I could play on an iPad or my phone or something.
Which, I mean, I think if you do a Peloton ride, does that still count towards Strava?
I think you can. I swear I've seen some of those in my feed from other people. It must be. You may need to figure that out.
you can get it in Strava
Yeah.
somehow, then yeah, it's going to. You could double dip. Get it on Peloton and Zwift.
There we go. Yeah, I wonder if that Peloton broadcast power.
Yeah.
Probably not. That's probably
No.
that's probably too much.
Yeah.
Set some records.
And it probably doesn't broadcast in Bluetooth if it does. So I've actually been lifting a little bit as I get back into things. And today's lift day. So I'm doing like 30 or 40 minutes of warm up, and then I'm going to jump over to the weights.
Yeah, it's about time for me to start doing that again. I've taken like a good 3 months or so off of any sort of strength training other than just cycling.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't take much for me to lose the strength, it feels like.
Yeah.
When I don't stay strong, I start sitting kind of, it's easy to sit lazy on the trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Me
It's easy
today.
to get injured. Yeah.
Yeah, and my back's sore all the time.
Yeah. So I'm checking off all the courses that I don't have still. I don't even know what one I selected, but it's only 6 miles long this time.
Yeah, when I started badge hunting, I did them the opposite way around to what most people do. I started with the long ones.
Yeah, I looked at a few of those. I'm like, that looks really long. Yep. I'm not very familiar with this stuff that's way down on the backside of Watopia yet. You know, it's like Watopia's just burned in the back of your head. Just know it.
Yep.
Except now I don't. I need to get this part linked in my head.
Pretty much just one road.
Yeah. Well, I'm on it.
Looks like a trip down the west coast, pretty much.
Yeah, except for all these temples. It feels like I'm in some kind of Mayan temple. I guess it could be like South America stuff.
Yeah, it's weird
West
'cause you
Coast
go-
just extended.
PCH
like
of
you go-
Watopia.
It looks like you go north and then you go south again. Somehow you leave from LA to, you go up to Northern California, like way northern, and then
back
you
down,
go
huh?
back down again.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
Depending on which way you go from. So I recognize one of the places where the Bigfoot stuff is. It's where my brother used to live, near there. And it's just this little town in the mountains, kind of about 30 minutes from the coast or so, but they have all kinds of Bigfoot stuff. And a
Nice.
few of the buildings look just like it.
Up in
Everything's Bigfoot.
Northern California, pretty much. All the giant
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it was all like 5 hours north of San Francisco or so. Drive
Uh-huh.
way north. Closer to
That's
Oregon
further
than
north.
San Francisco.
Yep. We've got a one of our theaters that we run is right near Redding.
Oh, yeah.
So kind of close to there, but you're talking further north.
Yeah, he lived in Blue Lake, but then he had a camp out near that place. I can't remember the name of it.
Cool.
Something with a W. It's an interesting place. It's not what you think when you think California.
Well, Northern California kind of isn't what you think. That's why, well, it's not the same as California.
It's definitely more
There's
like
a,
Oregon.
Yeah. Well, there's a movement here. I don't know how much credibility it's got or probability, called the Greater Idaho Movement, where a chunk of pretty much the whole eastern side of Oregon and the northern part of California want to secede from their states and join Idaho. Because their views align much closer to us here in Idaho than to the rest of their states. Route complete. Okay, that was a short one.
Nice.
Hey, I'm warping to Miguel. Oh, wait, it doesn't have their names on this. Must be the 1.8. Is that what you said?
Yeah, the names are there. They're up there at the top.
Are you in
I
the
struggle to find
volcano?
them. Yeah,
All
I
right,
see you there.
I'm here. So I got these play controllers as well.
Mhm.
And hadn't really used them until I started riding my bike again here in the last few weeks. I'm actually liking them quite a bit. More than I thought. Mostly just
Yeah.
for all the shortcuts. Like, you can control
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's definitely a benefit for me.
Yeah.
You can reach down at the keyboard.
Now there's two classes. Those with play controllers and those without. I'm on the
Right.
without side. I'm not allowed on Repack Ridge.
I tried to sneak him on there.
Fan, huh?
I tried to sneak him on Repack Ridge yesterday, Eric. I went there and we went to see if he could teleport to me. He
Yeah,
couldn't.
perfect.
We tried. We failed.
So they actually thought of that. Huh.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, so I've been off long enough that so the new play controllers are definitely new, but then the coffee stop function, I pretty much had never used that, or this teleport.
Yeah.
It's like
This is-
this is like new Zwift here. Yeah, this is like crazy.
So what you want to do is get on a quiet world with someone and both take your coffee stop at the same time. Rick and I have been up to
put you into warp drive.
Yep, Rick and I have been up to 648 kilometers an hour.
What?
Yeah,
Okay,
Swift
good to
zoomies.
know.
Just don't pass through a segment, because if you hit a sprint or something like that at that kind of speed, you get the cone of shame straight away. Ask us how we know.
That's funny. No, I've done the BMTR long ride the last couple Saturdays to try to supercharge my training here, and that coffee stop is a game changer.
Yeah,
Holy cow!
yeah. So
Just
we
that
ride
3-minute break.
on the
Go
Oddies
jump off
entry.
for a second.
Yeah,
Speaking of which,
on the Oddies entry, we ride RGV now. So if you ride RGV, once you've just got into the intestines, if you take the coffee stop, then it gets you to the end of the intestines.
I know exactly what you're talking about, because that 100-mile ride was doing RGV course.
Yeah,
Not this Saturday, but the one before.
yeah. There's a sharp U-turn on a left-hander, and if you take it there, it'll get you to the end.
It was funny how many people would drop that thing in that exact spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to take it at a different place because I haven't got control of the fence when the coffee stops on if I'm leading a ride. So, you know,
It just
the
blocks you.
intestines. Yeah,
Yeah.
the intestines break a ride apart, break a blob apart. So I've got to be ready to blip
Yep.
the fence if I need to.
Yep.
So I was taking mine once we got out and into the marina.
No, it's funny how many people use that thing. So you're on one of those huge rides like that.
We had
I was riding
229
like a C
yesterday.
group. Oh, awesome! Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's funny because it's like, as soon as it's available, 30 minutes and 2 seconds, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
there's 10 coffee stops. Everybody's launching their coffee stops.
I took a screenshot yesterday of the very last time into the intestines. There must have been 25 people taking the coffee stops at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
let's start
that's
pedaling.
exactly how this was, that big group. So you get the people that were just automatically firing it every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you've got the other people that were very strategically timing when to trigger that thing based on the climbs, or like, you know, right before you'd go up to the aqueduct and you'd have that climb. And so the groups just get shredded. So it's either there or down the twisties, down the intestine.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that coffee stop, I guess it just grabs everyone that's close to you at the time.
Yeah.
Because one of those times I came back and the group had started to split, and the coffee stops were all glommed up in the back group, which was me too. So we kind of had to chase again. But anyway, it's a game changer. It's very different.
Yeah,
Oops,
found myself on those long rides. It's something to look forward to. Kind of break up the ride
Absolutely.
into 30 minutes.
Especially once I was getting tired towards the end. Like, okay, I'm going to save it to this time, or I'm going to trigger it here, or it's not available yet.
Usually I won't take a break, because if I'm going long distance and try to make good time, I don't want to lose that momentum.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's how his whip has always been, is like, especially if you're in one of those big group rides, you can't lose the group.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm texting kids or calling kids, bring me another ball, freaking out. Now it's like 3 minutes is perfect. I can run, I can refill. It's pretty nice, actually.
Need a coffee break on outdoor riding.
Yeah. Just send my bike down the road. It's still going 20 miles an hour, and I'm chilling.
I do that a lot too on outside rides where I know I should stop and maybe get like something else to drink or something, and then I'll just keep pushing forward. Okay, the next store. Then regret it later.
Yep. Oops, I think I ditched Miguel here. I gotta warp backwards. There we go. Yeah, and this whole warp feature is new to me too. It's kind of awesome, but it sure makes a mess of your ride when you warp 50 times at a ride. That mess of a blob that shows up on Strava afterwards.
Lots of straight lines.
Yeah. Festive 500. That. Look at this mess.
People that don't understand Zwift looking at the map like, what even happened here?
What is going on?
The climb portals are fun. That's a good way to get your XP up. Now
I haven't even done one of those yet. I just saw the word climb. Like, nope.
First time I saw it, and first time I did it, I didn't really like it because it just looked too weird. I wanted it to look real.
Yeah.
But then once I got past that, then I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being able to see the elevations coming up or the gradients coming up.
Because of the different colors?
Yeah.
So originally you couldn't do them at different percentages, right? And then that's the new option.
Yeah, we went on a whole mission to get to the 25 badge.
Oh,
25
nice.
time badge. And that was a pretty good month of climbing.
Yeah.
That ended up being a lot of feet of fun.
So the only thing, or one of the things I know about it, is from Andy Jenner. He was riding, I don't know which portal or where or whatever, but he tried every percentage. So he did whatever, the low, medium, high, 100%, whatever, 125. And then saved his ride afterwards. And in his club leaderboards, against all his homies, the mileage didn't show up.
Weird.
So we realized it's likely because Zwift or Strava or whatever teamed up together, and if you don't ride those at 100%, it takes them off the leaderboards. So I think because he had some segments or some portions of the ride that weren't at 100%, that it just removes him from all of the leaderboard. So like even his club mileage standings just removes him.
Yeah, it still records it on your stats, I think, but not on the club leaderboard.
Kind of crazy. He was mad.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense for what they're trying to do, I don't think, but
Zwift Zoomies will do the same thing.
Well, that's weird. Yeah. I can't think of why that is.
Yeah, for a little while we were doing it at the end of every workout. We just do a Zoom.
So you gotta have nobody else around, right?
I don't know. It still seems to work with people around. Like you actually kind of need some people around to get it started, I think.
To slingshot you?
Yeah. But I
so
think
I was.
You can do it with no one around. If you have like a downhill, I think that's always the best to get you started, and then once you get going fast enough, you just fly by people. I want to see what it looks like from someone just riding along, and because I mean you rocking by them,
speeding bullet fly by.
I would imagine if you blink, you probably don't even see what happened.
So I was messing around with that teleport feature and just joining all my friends one ride, everybody that was on. I joined Jenner, and he's out in the middle of Tempest Fugit doing like threshold intervals. And it's just, there's so many people out there. It's like a conga line of people that I couldn't even get on his draft. And he's getting so much benefit from all the other people, I think, that it's making it way hard to even get on his draft. And so I tried to warp up to him and just use the coffee stop on him. I was right on his tail, and coffee stop was having none of that. It didn't grab on him. It like, I don't know if it's just like an average swath, but it just wouldn't stay on him because the difference, I guess, was so different than everybody else around. Even though I was right with him, it would still keep my guy going, but it wouldn't stay on him.
Yeah, I noticed. I think you have to be ahead of the person.
Okay, that helped.
I tried that the other day.
Because I was like right on his tail. I mean, I'm using like third person view. I'm like locked in. I'm like, I'm gonna try and hang on to him. And then I'm dead, so I tried coffee stop.
I was trying to catch up to a guy the other day because he was going pretty fast, and I was finishing up, and I was like, well, I'll get in some extra miles if I do this. And I caught up to him, got in his draft, and then hit it, and then it just immediately slowed me down, and I went to the person behind me.
Yeah, that's what it was doing to me. Maybe I'll try the in front of him next time. Yeah, so I just didn't know. I mean, I was matched with him perfectly as far as speed and stuff, but I just figured it got screwed up because there was so much traffic. If it just like grabs whoever's around you and tries to average it or something.
You can be with someone and then go into a group, and all of a sudden it just latches you onto someone else for whatever reason.
Yeah. Okay, well, not just me. It's pretty much my findings. Yep.
I'm interested in what they actually use.
Yeah, that's what it got me thinking about. Like, how are
Yeah.
they doing this?
Like, is it if you're going with someone who's going faster, does it choose the lesser? But then how low does it go? And if you're
Yeah.
riding along with someone who's at 2 watts, are they just going to latch you onto someone cooling down?
Or if you've copy stopped in a big group and behind the scenes, it's actually just hooking you to one person. If that one person stops, do you lose the group? Or is it like somehow grabbing multiple, like
I think it does
averaging
switch you off to
something?
someone at that point.
But it's
That's
just like
probably-
random then. So it just randomly picks somebody next to you that it's latched you to.
Yeah, because that is the weird one, to be riding with someone, go into a group, and then come out, have them go out the other side, and you still stuck in the group.
Yeah.
That's one part I don't really like.
So it must be doing something else. More testing required. We got to figure this out.
So I was going up the
I
Alp
just
once,
asked someone.
and there was a woman coming up behind me at 6 watts a kilo. We just made that last turn, and I thought, right, okay, go for stop time. She pulled me all the way up to the top.
Okay, so were you in front of her when you actually pulled the trigger then?
I don't know. We were close. I mean, our speed difference was that huge.
Yeah.
But,
So you punched it for a second,
yeah,
get
I
with
just
her.
hit it, and yeah,
and there probably wasn't a ton of other people around you.
no, there wasn't.
Yeah, I think that's where it gets confused, if it's just like a big group.
I'm great.
Okay, I think I'm gonna hop off and do some weights here.
All right, another 5k, and I'll have
There.
200k.
Probably be good. You did 200 today? What?
No, I done 70 today.
Okay,
I did
you're
130
200
yesterday.
total
Yeah,
You're
Still,
trying to get me to do. Trying to
I
get
should
me
have
to do
said yes then.
500
Eric would have
today.
fallen over.
might have. Okay, well, you guys will probably be gone when I get back then. I'll be back in like 35, probably 40 minutes, maybe.
All right.
So, Merry Christmas if you're gone, and good
And to
ride.
you. Yeah.
Thanks
Merry
for
Christmas.
talking.
Yeah, cheers, Eric.
see you
Have a
around.
good one.
Yep.
Come on, Miguel, catch up. I can use the
How many I have?
can use the Swift Play to select which way I go as well.
Yeah, they seem awfully handy.
That would have been easier when we were trying to do that Rebel route the other day.
Yeah. For nothing. I mean, I guess it was for something.
It was for kilometers. There you go.
Yes. And for our entertainment.
Yeah.
We were doing it hard too. It was like miss a turn, start all over again.
Yeah.
All for nothing. I had a feeling because there was something about it that didn't make sense. But when I see a badge that's available to get, I figure there must be a way to get it. Not just a prelude to what may be available at some point in the future. The cat's doing something.
Anybody else up yet?
Heidi is.
Have you had the look
Still
yet?
no Grace. Right. What's it? No lips. Cat just got the look though.
I've got 3K to go. I'll be happy at 200.
Wonder how many I have. Let's see. So, how was that? How was that? Do. 164, so I need another 55. Or no, not 55. I'm at 45. Or no, not even 45. 35. Wow, 36. So yeah, see, I'm gonna fail the math part portion of the fire test. And,
Did you watch the Killer Whales race on the TTT last week after we'd
No.
raced? Okay,
No.
so Brett took over DSing, and yeah, he was struggling with the math.
So according to my calculations, I should just need about 21 miles to get to 200. I'm at 17 right now, so about 4 more, maybe a couple more ticks. Well, and then 1 more kilometer after that, so yeah. 21, so 22 miles. So I am 5 miles away. Wow. Breaking it up like this, though, it doesn't seem too hard. Already 2/5 through.
It's almost coffee stop time again. 9 minutes.
Yeah, should be done by 8:30 now. That's good. I think Eric meant to leave his camera on. I had a moment there. I was watching, like, does he know?
Come on, say.
Does he know that he left that on? You never know what could happen then. Change up for the next workout. I just going through movies right now.
Oh, okay, I thought you'd had the look.
Vince Vaughn, I've always imagined him, you know, like in comedy rom-coms, all that stuff. Apparently he's in a prison movie called Brawl in Cell Block something. Sounds terrific. Not really. Maybe it is a comedy.
Yeah.
Someone's doing. What a horrible way to do Christmas. Doing
What-
laps
what-
around the volcano circuit. I mean, we're doing it, but, you know, to actually do 25, that would just be horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your Christmas present is 2 badges. That sounds like something you'd say. Badges? We don't need those stinking badges.
As I'm going for badges. I'm getting close to halfway through 70, so you must be getting close to 69.
Close to 70.
I mean, or 70, yeah. Not 69. Yeah, at this rate, we're definitely going to be done way before they come out with more levels, it feels like. Seven. How's your Christmas going, Pookie?
Oh, hey there, Pookie. Sorry. Didn't see you. Merry Christmas, my friend. Getting kilometres in for the festive 500. We're still there. 202 now. 130 yesterday. 3. Yeah, because we did 40 before. Can't do the math. Oh no! I caught whatever Rick has. Can't do math.
Going around.
Yeah, I just want to stay ahead. I only need 50k a day to finish it now, so I did at the start of today. So I've done 80 now. 83. A little bit ahead. But you never know what's going to happen. You might fall off your trainer. Oh, Brett. When he came off Pookie, well, how he didn't snap a spoke or something, I don't know. We were really lucky on that. And the team that was 14 seconds ahead of us before he went down, the team that was leading at that point, they finished 5th, we finished 1st. So we leapfrogged them. I know, it was. Yeah. Kind of like what I did.
How that worked out.
It's kind of like what I did when I was trying to set a time across Lake Winnebago. So, each winter here, they have a ride across Lake Winnebago when it's frozen over. And they do that on a Saturday. Well, Saturday's my rest day. So, a friend and I, we did it the following day. So, as low me as 29er with studded tyres. Most of it was glare ice, but there was a few patches where there was snow across it. Well, just got on the ice and I went down. Being his bike, you know, I was protecting his bike. I held the bars up rather than protecting myself. Got back on, hammered it across, averaged 19.5 miles an hour for 5 miles on a 29er on ice with 2 broken ribs, because I broke a rib when I went down, and I had a rib broken on the other side from ice skating a few weeks before. I didn't even know I'd done it till I was lifting the bikes back in the bed of the truck afterward. Yeah, it was a tough ride, that was. But Alp next week, this week, yes. Yeah. Looking forward to that one. I think we set the latte course record last year. Oops, let Miguel catch up here. Yeah. Oh, well, I am riding on rollers though, so I could fall off these. So I've got a Swift play controller now, and tried it out Friday night. When was it? Saturday night. When in repack rush, I almost fell off my rollers multiple times trying to steer on the Swift play controller and stay on my rollers at the same time. Yeah, it's up and down the Alp. Yeah, it was. I just couldn't disconnect the thought of steering with the play controllers and not turning the bars. It just didn't compute. I got pretty wobbly. Ooh. I decide what to have for breakfast when we're done here.
Going in the oven.
I only had a half pack of turkey bacon yesterday, so I think there's some of that in my future. Turkey bacon butties. See, I pronounce it right.
I'm afraid, though, if I end up pronouncing it right, I might sound like I have a British accent.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey.
You've heard Justin trying to do British.
If I have bacon butties.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Oh, yes. Ooh. Coffee break.
Oh, hey, yeah. Thank you. I'll take it when we're on 5.
Alright, I have my 200K now. But I think I'm gonna, since I'm on miles, I might as well make it even at 25.
Do it right now.
22.3.
Got 2.5 miles. I've got 4K to. Yeah, that'll be about right. Well, that's the cost. It's going to be right. What we usually do, isn't it? I do 40K, you do 25 miles.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny
Should have done.
if I take my coffee stop on this climb and I latch onto you? I can see you right there. And we do a Zwift Zoomy.
Oh, it wouldn't happen. That would be great.
Well, come on, it happened yesterday riding with Megan.
It is true. I don't know, though. I wouldn't quite call that a Zoomy, though. They got Zoomy-ish.
It started happening, and we were in a group as well.
Yeah. But we weren't seeing multiple hundreds of kilometers per hour.
Oh. No. Coffee stop time.
Should have done that extra mile. The other one.
Well,
It's dry. Now I'm going to end up with 49 miles. Maybe I should do 26 just to even it out. If I push it too far, though, then all of a sudden Grace will wake up and be ready, and then
yeah.
I'll have to fight to just be able to get some nourishment before we open presents. Ideally, I would like to at least eat, if not have a shower.
Yeah. ride it now. So it's 35.
Oh, I should pedal.
Yeah, so we've got a minute and a half yet. Hey, thanks for the ride off, Boogie. Yes. So, I've got a friend in a local radio ham. He bought a handheld radio, my recommendation. Well, it arrived. I opened it up yesterday, and he's doing nothing but complaining to me about how long it's going to take for the battery to charge. So I've got two handheld radios. Both take the same cradle charger, and I've got 3 chargers. I'm thinking, well, I don't need 3 of them. So I gave one a wipe down and took it around to his house. I said, "Here, I'm Mr. Impatient." Gave him one of my chargers. All right, let's pedal. Oh, I told you the story about my dog yesterday and having to break into my own house. Well, when I was going up to Home Depot to buy new bits to fix the door, chatting with a guy on my local repeater, young guy. I don't know how old he is, 10, 12 maybe. Another club member had just given him a radio, and they set it up temporarily in the house with an antenna on top of the microwave in the kitchen. Well, whenever he transmitted, it reset the clock on the microwave, and it caused the refrigerator to spit out ice cubes.
There we go. 9 laps. Wow, this would be just over a quarter of the way. Finishing the 25 laps. Sounds like a horrible idea.
You want to recalculate that?
Why I'm wrong? Oh yeah, I am wrong. I'm way wrong. Yeah, never mind.
Oh my! Rick does math.
A third of the way. Oh man, I think it's because I'm getting nervous because of that test. Now all abilities to do simple math are gone.
I'm scared to ask how you did in school.
Better than now. Jeez. That's what I need on the test. I need a, are you sure about that? Oh, no. Yeah, let me actually think about that. Okay.
The time has come to stand
No. No. Yes, I can.
Last week.
How far are we going now?
Half a mile.
What's that?
Get the extra mile. Half a mile left.
Half a mile. All right. Yeah. Should close to 42k for me.
Should be 50 miles for the day. That's good. I didn't really have a plan for how many miles I was going to do today.
Got 80 kilometers in now. $130 yesterday. So, by Rick's math, 300 kilometers.
You're welcome. There.
You done?
Yep.
All right. I was thinking I might go up for the climb, but
Oh.
it's a short
I
one.
would if I didn't. Would if I didn't feel like I was gonna screw my morning over.
Yeah. Well, no one's come down and told me off yet, so don't even know that anyone's up yet. All right.
Definitely a nice long recovery run for today.
You get level 70.
Nice.
Said I was never going to do another climb, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh
Which
well.
climb is it today?
Code of Heavier? Probably really mullered that.
Grace just came down the stairs right now.
That's perfect timing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, well, I think I'll end the stream here. I'll finish this off and do descent and all that good. So, thank you for joining me this morning, Rick. Thank you, everybody else out there.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you all. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll have another meetup tomorrow. Guess what? Until then, take care, everybody. Have a good Christmas day. Try not to eat too much. But whatever you do, enjoy it.
Can't tell me what to do.
No, I can try. All right, later, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye bye.